Now, the audience will have some questions on the screen, and they can give their answers, and we'll publish the poll results immediately once we get the response from the audience. Yes, madam, please, over to you.
Okay, now we are moving towards the gift deed. I think you may have all heard of a gift deed. Let me tell you the legal definition of a gift. Gift is a transfer of certain existing movable or immovable property made voluntarily and without consideration by one person called donor to another person called donee and accepted by the donee. This is the legal definition of the gift. Let me put it in simple words. Gift is a document where a person desires to transfer the property to somebody, and he does immediately by executing the will, executing the gift. Gift is a document where the desire of the person to gift something is put into writing, just like a will. Gift is a document where a person's desire is stated. It's similar to the will. But in case of a will, the transfer of title happens after the demise of the testator. That is the person who is intending to give the property to his legal heirs or to the beneficiaries. But in case of a gift, it happens immediately. The transfer of the title happens immediately. What are the requirements of a gift? The requirements of the gift is the donor, the person who is giving the gift, should have an absolute title. That is, a few seconds back, Mr. When Hari Venkatesh asked me the question, I had told you that the person who wants to transfer the title should have an absolute title. That is, he should have absolute right, title, interest, and claim over the property that he is dealing with. So the donor is supposed to have a proper title, a clear title. And the next requirement is registration of the gift deed is compulsory. Again, I suggest that 2 witnesses are required. The role of the witnesses comes when there is a dispute. So it is very important to have at least 2 witnesses. Gift can be made to any person whom the donor wishes. It need not have the donee need not have to be part of the family. He can be anybody, to any Tom, Dick, and Harry. And very important point is gift should not consist of consideration. It should never consist of consideration. Now you must be wondering, what is consideration? It is the value fixed for the property. In case if the person wants to buy the property, he would pay some amount to the seller and purchase the property. The amount that he shall pay to the seller is what is called consideration. So a will should never consist of consideration. Gift should always be made by love and affection. It is only out of love and affection that I give a gift to some person. So the value of the property should never be mentioned in the gift. There are several similarities between a will and a gift. In a will, the transfer of the title happens after the person's demise, whereas in a gift, the property transfer happens immediately on the execution of the gift deed. There is one more requirement of a gift deed. The physical possession of the property should happen immediately on the day when the gift deed is executed to the donee. And also, there must always be acceptance by the donee for any gift to be complete. Any gift deed, please remember, should contain a clause of acknowledgement and acceptance by the donee. In case if this clause is missing from the gift deed, then it means that the gift is not complete. Acceptance by the donee of any gift is a mandatory, it's compulsory. So, I was speaking about the similarities about the gift and will. In case of a will, it is not necessary for registration, but registration of the gift deed is compulsory. the donor and donee can approach the sub-registrar, pay some nominal registration charges and get the gift registered. And this was existing few years back. What happened was, lot of people, in order to avoid payment of huge amount of registration and stamp charges that were necessary to be paid in case of a sale deed, it was not necessary to be paid at the time of a gift deed. So a lot of people, what they used to do is, they used to transfer the property by executing the gift deed in order to overcome the payment of the huge registration and stamp charges that could have been paid in case if they had to execute a sale deed. So the government has come with a policy that in case if the registration of the gift deed is among the family members, then the government has fixed a nominal ad valorem registration and stamp charges for registration of the will. And you may be wondering, who are the family? It is father, mother, brother, sister, husband, wife, son, daughter. The government has a definition for the family. And in case any persons who does not fall within the ambit of the definition family will have to pay the registration charges as per the market value of the property, just like the way they would have paid in case if they have purchased the property by way of a sale deed. It is the same. So the registration charges, in case if it is between the family members, then it is a fixed amount of registration and stamp charges. Whereas in case if it is outside the family, that is who do not fall within the ambit of family, then the registration charges shall be calculated as per the market value of the property. I hope you have understood this. It is very important that you remember this points in case if you want to register a gift. I think you have understood this will and gift. There are a lot of similarities because the desire of the person is stated in the document. Desire to give the property is clearly mentioned in the document. Now let us move forward to another very important document. I think most of you would have come across this document or would have heard of this document. It is a very sensitive document. It is power of attorney. Let me explain to you or give a legal definition of power of attorney. It is an instrument by which one person empowers another to represent him or act in his stead for certain purpose. In simple language, power of attorney is where a person authorizes another person to perform a task on his behalf. In case if the person is not able to be present in a place where a task has to be performed, what he does is he empowers another person to carry out the job on his behalf. There are two types of power of attorney. One is a general power of attorney, where a person is empowered to perform more than one job on behalf of his attorney. Let me explain you with an example. In case I execute a general power of attorney in favor of a B. Let me as an example, A executes a general power of attorney in favor of B to perform more than one task. What is the task? He may want B to appear before the sub-register office for purchase of the property on his behalf. He has to complete the sale formalities. B will have to perform the sale formalities. And also, A entrusts him with one more job, maybe to appear before the court in a pending litigation in order to adduce evidence. So that is one more job that the B shall be doing on behalf of A by appearing before the court. So B is entrusted with more than one task. So the document shall be called as general power of attorney. And one more document is specific power of attorney, where a person is authorized to do one specific job on behalf of his attorney. Here, A authorizes B to perform one particular task. That is, maybe to appear before the sub-registrar office to complete the sale formalities to get the property registered in the name of A in his absence. Or he may be authorized to appear before the court on behalf of B to adduce evidence in the court. It will be either one of the tasks. So it is called specific power of attorney. Since only one task is specific task is entrusted to B. Now about registration of the document. Normally, in case if it is for just appearance before the court or for any other reason, or to carry out some business formalities or such thing, then the registration of power of attorney is not compulsory. They can notarize the document before any notary. But in case if there is a clause in the power of attorney that the GPA holder is empowered to sell the property on behalf of the person who is executing the general power of attorney, then it becomes necessary to register the power of attorney. And the registration and stamp charges for such a registration shall be calculated as per the market value of the property. Got my point? Why is it so? Because the person who has been entrusted with the job to carry out a sale will be having an authority to transfer the title on behalf of the person who is executing the general power of attorney. It means a transfer of title happens on the basis of GPA. So, registration charges shall be computed according to the market value of the property, because it will be an indirect sale that is happening. Very important point to remember is any GPA will die along with the person who has executed the GPA dies. The document ceases to have any legal effect on the death of the person who has executed it. There are hundreds of cases that have been filed for this particular reason, because the persons who are executing the document have failed to take a note on the day of the transaction whether the person who has executed the GPA is alive or dead. In case if the person realizes after the transaction that the GPA person who has executed the GPA is not alive, the document will cease to have any legal effect. It becomes a void document. It will not have any value legally. Many people have failed to make a note of this, and in fact, maybe it is out of their ignorance that they have not taken care to see that on the day when the property is purchased on the basis of the GPA, that whether the person who has executed the GPA is alive or not, because any authority that is given to a person will cease to have effect on the day when the person giving effect has died. This is very important point that everybody should keep in mind, that GPA dies with the person executing the GPA. Please remember. And now, I would also like to tell you about some documents which you may have or you may not have heard about it. One such document is a release deed. Let me start with an example.